wide open linebacker or wide open defensive back. Big Ben. You start the season talking about, hey, Connor the man. Guess what? Y'all ranked out of 32 teams, 28 in rushing. Is Connor still the man? You had issues. You still having issues with AB. AB on some Carl Thomas emotional. But y'all not looking like the Pittsburgh Steelers. You got that awesome offensive coordinator run out of Pittsburgh. Get it done, Ben. Otherwise, your ass is in 4 weeks, after 8 weeks, your ass gonna be right where you sitting at the top of the you ain't on nothing list. Now, the top 3 coaches to pay attention to, of course, you got John Harbaugh, man. John Harbaugh is doing the damn thing. Nobody expected a lot from this dude, and bam, he's doing the damn thing. You got Joe Flacco and all that nonsense y'all be talking about him. But guess what? John Harbaugh got them damn he got his team on point. John Vrabel's next. Nobody saw him nobody saw him coming. Nobody's paying attention to John. And guess what? John got his team playing some real football. The third dude is Sean McVay. Of course it's Sean McVay. He got the Rams. The Rams ownership group they've invested a lot of money into the Rams. You got the Rams are playing the way they could have been set up for an awesome letdown, but they are not. The Rams are playing well. The defense is going to have to catch up their offense. Let's not forget that they have a ton of injuries out there in Los Angeles, so we're really not going to kick them in the behind. But at the end of the day, the Rams are the best team in football as of right now. Worst coach in the league, aforementioned Bill O'Brien, the quarterback whisperer. He must be whispering, run, because we ain't got nobody block for you, Deshaun. The Houston Texans are looking piss poor as usual. Mike Zimmerman is the biggest disappointment because where's the defense, bro? But again, hey, John, how about you run the damn ball and let your defense catch their breath like you was doing all last year when you had the other quarterback that you have a lot of faith in. Run the ball, the defense will return. And my favorite coach, not Chucky with the Spider XY banana bullshit, he is at the top of the pile of shit of coaches. He running my team into the ground with all that $100 million so you can make them funny ass faces and the refs can make bad plays and y'all can win y'all first game. John Gruden, you suck ass, man. And you know what? Next week I got a couple of surprise. Wednesday I'm gonna have some surprises for y'all when I'm dissing cats. Now, that's the end of the preview section. Out the week 4. Those are the dudes who I don't like and who I do like. We're gonna do the closeout with the picks for the week. And the picks for the week is this. We're gonna go over Thursday night game. Hey man, all y'all who be telling me about how dope Tom Brady is, a lot of y'all, I told y'all Tom Brady was dope. It was a shootout at the OK Corral with, again, check this out, people. Sonny Michel, 98 yards. New England Patriots win by 14 points. Again, Sonny Michel, 98 yards. Tom Brady killed the game, 4 touchdowns. This is why you don't just look at the stat sheet and say, hey, look, Tom Brady did good. He had 4 touchdowns. Who was that? Spider Wild Banana. Exactly, Joe. Joe from Houston always come through for his boy, man. That bullshit, man. Fuck dude. Yep, I'm cussing too. Just in case Tracy Murray listening. See, Tracy, when you curse, it was no problem because I cuss all the time, man. But if somebody want to throw that guap at me, I'm gonna hit y'all with some filth, flying filths. But until then, I'm cussing, man. I'm from the hood. We cuss on my show. Shout out to my man Jungle Brother. He be cussing too. But anyway, this is why I keep telling y'all, stop telling me about that nonsense about, hey man, he had 4 touchdowns, he had 300 something yards, he killed it. Because Tom Brady was looking off. Tom Brady, in my book, he's still a great quarterback. He's still one of the greatest of all time. But Tom Brady is officially Logan. And since my man Big P is new to the show, Big P, you got Wolverine and you got Logan. Wolverine cannot die. He's an impenetrable force. Nothing can stop them, and that's when you're a superstar athlete on the level of Tom Brady, Michael Jordan, LeBron James. They're Wolverine, but at some point they become Logan. Still a bad motherfucker, but you're just not who you used to be. And Tom Brady, you are looking real regular, right? You looking real Loganish right now. I think it is time for him to be Logan. And mark my words, unless the New England Patriots pull off a coup and get Jacoby Brissett back, the fact that y'all traded Jimmy G, even though he's hurt and didn't move on with Jimmy G, Tom Brady might be the end of this, of the Patriots as we know them. If they get my man out of Indianapolis, Jacoby Brissett, they may be able to keep this train moving. Otherwise, when at some point Tom Brady gonna fall off and they're gonna fall by the wayside, much like the 49ers before them, much like the Dallas Cowboys before them, much like the Pittsburgh Steelers before them, and so forth and so on. When you do not replace that big time quarterback, you're gonna have problems. Now, to the picks, or somebody said, I'm on it. 40-ish, it's time. Exactly, man. Exactly, Pete. And it's not to knock Tom Brady. He's great. He's not gonna, just because he's just a traditional great player, not playing at the apex predator style that we're used to seeing him, does not mean Tom Brady is not the man. It just means he can't do it the way he used to. And I'm sorry, Tom Brady fans, if y'all don't like it, so what? Call the show and say something about it. But, should the Colts go out the bail? The Colts need to go out the bail or something. I'm running back because, hey, look, check this out, Joe. I'm gonna address Joe, the homie Joe from Houston in the group. He asked, should the Colts go out to Le'Veon Bell? Hell yeah, they should go out to Le'Veon Bell. And I'm disappointed in NFL. The reason, I know this ain't got nothing to do with your question, Joe, but the reason I'm disappointed in NFL is this. All season, you've been calling Clay Matthews and anybody who farted louder than a whisper near a quarterback. Joe, you a Colts fan. You saw that damn sack that Andrew Luck got Thursday with two dudes that fell on him and they ain't throw no flag. What's up with that, y'all? Or we only calling flags when it don't look good? Or what's up with that? How do two dudes fall on you and you don't get the body weight penalty, but one dude, Clay Matthews, or one dude, the dude in Miami who blew out his knee trying not to fall on the quarterback, and y'all don't call a flag? Man, stay consistent, man. Y'all tripping now, man. This dude, Andrew Luck, got smashed. Yeah, he got rocked. He got smashed. And then nothing happened. Nothing was no penalties called. None of that. And nothing was said. So it's okay to fall. Two dudes fall on you, but one dude can't fall on you. Now, with that being said, back to these picks. Now, we got the Buffalo Bills and the Tennessee Titans. They in Buffalo, so the hell what? The Buffalo Bills ain't winning no more games this year. Mark my words. They suck. They got a garbage quarterback. They ain't on nothing. The Tennessee Titans, even though Marcus Mariota is not what we expected him to be, he better than Josh Allen. I ain't going. You got the real cartilage damage for Shady McCoy. The Buffalo Bills don't stand a snowball's chance of fish grease of beating them. I wouldn't give a damn if they played inside of a real Buffalo. They was getting their ass kicked. Cincinnati Bengals versus Miami Dolphins at Cincinnati. I don't have a whole lot of faith in Paul Brown Stadium. I don't have a whole lot of faith in the Miami Dolphins. They are also busted up a lot. The Cincinnati Bengals are getting healthy offensively. I think Joe Mixon is back this week. And if Joe Mixon is back, that is a guaranteed win. Even if they don't, Ryan Tannehill ain't worth 1,000 cookies. I ain't going. Holler at your boy. Now, the Cleveland-Baltimore game. This is a game that really perplexes me, people. The aforementioned John Harbaugh is coaching his ass off. Hugh Jackson makes a lot of shaky decisions, but they are playing in Cleveland. And guess what? I want to hate on Baker Mayfield. Me and the homie Anthony Aquarius yesterday had a conversation, and he was saying that he don't really see the magic inside of Buffalo. Yeah, I don't give a damn where they play. They losing that game, Pete. I don't see the magic in Baker Mayfield, but what I do see the magic in Coach Williams' defense, and his last name Williams. He got the role Williams. But on the serious side, Joe Flacco has been playing some very good football, and this is a tough game to call. It's easy to say, "Hey man, it's this and this that." It's this and this that, and they the Cleveland Browns. Again, this is why you don't look at the stat sheet. Baltimore, their offensive line is solid, but Joe Flacco is inconsistent. You got T. Sizzle ready to blow down this rookie quarterback's throat, but you also got Chubb, Nicholas Chubb. Shout out to Nicholas Chubb. People, if you don't know who Nicholas Chubb is, go to ESPN.com and look at the expo on Nicholas Chubb and his family. Look, this is going to do you, and if you part of my community, and not just the end of the bench community, hip-hop community, if you part of my culture, Nubian culture, what I want you to do is look up Nicholas Chubb and his story on ESPN. The reason I want you to look up this, Nicholas Chubb is part of a family that created a town in the middle of the, at the height of our people being in bondage in the southern part of the country, in the state of Georgia. This is people in bondage. His family purchased land. They were not in bondage. They purchased land, and that town still stands to this day. It'll do you some good to look up Nicholas Chubb. But back to what I'm talking about. Nick Chubb, and you got Carlos Hyde. You got Carlos Hyde. You got Nick Chubb. You got Duke Johnson. They all are in that backfield. If they can hold T. Sizzle at bay, they may be able to pull this out. So I'm going to go out on the limb and pick the Cleveland Browns and Cleveland to win their second game, even though I don't like Baker Mayfield. I think he's a little bit overrated. I'm agreeing with Anthony Aquarius right there. Detroit Lions versus the Green Bay Packers. The only way they beating the Packers tomorrow if they get put a line on the field and have him eat Aaron Rodgers. They getting their ass whooped again. They don't know how to they refuse to consistently run the ball. Aaron Rodgers is going to be slinging that thing all over the field tomorrow. It's going to be good. You know what, I'm not even going to go on this game yet. Denver Broncos versus the Jets. Even though the Denver Broncos look better than the New York Jets, I like Todd Bowles as a coach. I like Sam Darnold as a young, budding quarterback. Todd Bowles is a defensive-minded coach. I don't have a lot of faith in Case Keenum. I don't anticipate him being able to sling that thing around the field like he did. The Kansas City Chiefs came in there and did what they want to do, even though Patrick Mahomes is his own man. I am going to pick the Denver Broncos to lose to the Jets just because I like the coach Todd Bowles, and I also don't have a whole lot of faith in Case Keenum. I just don't see it happening. So we're going to see what I'm going with the Jets. Jets, Jets. Big Ben versus Matt Ryan. The overrated quarterback bowl, as I prefer to call it. I like Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin is he is the Jameis Winston of coaches. No, he ain't filling on Uber drivers. But he does his best coaching when the pistol's to his head. He the H-Rap B of coaches. I don't know how to act when things going well with me either. Yeah, all you have to do is back me into a corner. I'm a little fun fact. When I used to do the show on last 6 months, a couple of times in the last 6 months, I did the show when I was doing it on Blog Talk. I freestyled the whole show just to see if I could do a good show with no notes and no nothing. And those are some of the shows that people gave me the most comments on, and reached out and said that was a great show. I ain't had no notes, no nothing. I was a straight off the dome in it. But with that being said, Mike Tomlin, I'm anticipating because Matt Ryan is Ben Roethlisberger at this point in his career is overrated. Matt Ryan is super overrated. So I'm gonna go with overrated versus super overrated. And I also have a ton of respect for Mike Tomlin. I think he's gonna run the hell out the ball tomorrow, slow down the game, and allow the Pittsburgh Steelers to beat at Heinz Field to beat the Atlanta Falcons. Outside teams don't beat inside teams. Eli Manning is finished. He's gunshot. He doesn't have it anymore. So when him and the New York Giants step off the plane at the and go to Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, the Black Panthers are gonna take their ass apart. I like calling them the Black Panthers. Kind of cool black quarterback. And then they got the brother Eric Reed. Big ups to the Panthers, man, for signing Eric Reed. He didn't pass all the violation of his civil rights. Big ups to them for that, man.